Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I'll be waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Raiders coming in at 5-0, going up against the Broncos, who come in at 4-2. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Arizona State. It's Brock Osweiler.
I love his height, his ability to see over the offensive and defensive lines and into the secondary and make good decisions and good sharp throws. But also love his moxie. This is a guy who's had to battle for his spot, had to show some patience early in his career, and now he's a bona fide starter in the NFL.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 59 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
red zone opportunity. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense. Still first down.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. Here's Osweiler to throw. And Cameron has it over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jordan Cameron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. And I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of...
Oh, this is blocked. Oh, the Raiders have it. And now the rookie's free. The 40, the 30. And he brings this all the way back. So forget 7-0. It's 6-2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
second down. Here's Henry. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Roberts, complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds Roberts left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Seth Roberts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 9-6. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 2nd and 10 now. Osweiler. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Here's Charles, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos defense coming back onto the field. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders, as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Michael Brockers was a first-round pick coming out of college and has done nothing but enhance that status. A tremendous player inside.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Left side and caught by Flainer. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Another pistol look here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. And now it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. Back deep, Julian Edelman. So he shifts past him.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Now a handoff. This is Charles. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter down. It's a 3-point game here early. And we're back to Oakland after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out. Charles the lone setback. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And here's a very low line drive. Almost whiffed on it. And taken right on the 30. Oh, the spin. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They begin with Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You have to love and admire the effort because he almost broke free in the backfield, but you also have to love and admire what the defense did. Swarmed the play and made sure he couldn't get anywhere. A loss of yardage.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it again with Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3rd down and 8 now. Throw here out of the gun. And incomplete here on 3rd down. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So on now is the punter, Pat McAfee, to kick this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go play action with Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Play action. It's Osweiler. And he's got him. It's the tight end Cameron. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
The 1st down carry here for Charles. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. They go play action now. Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment it's hard to keep your hands away from that. Mask.
Sometimes you just get out of... position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
They come out here in the eye. This is Henry. They find some open field here. And a cut to the left sideline. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction, because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. From the shotgun, Osweiler. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. To throw is Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Offensive group. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
False start, offense.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a play fake here on first down. And caught by Cameron right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And it's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Off the play fake, here's Osweiler. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he's got daylight. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Extra point try by Bailey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, Osweiler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Third and long, it's Osweiler. Right side complete, that's Woods. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Raiders are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Broncos won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, the pass is complete near the sideline. And that connection will lead to a gain of 59 yards. Broncos now later on the drive. Raiders have have it midway through the first. Roberts the target here, and he's gone as he sprints into the end zone, which takes the lead to 3. Now, early in the second quarter, the pass is completed into tight coverage, and he'll end up at their own 35-yard line before being tackled. Broncos now later on the drive. First and 10, Henry's looking for room to run, and he's going for the 55-yard touchdown. They go ahead by 3. Now to late in the first half, run play here, and the ball comes out. Raiders pick up the football and score, pushing the lead to 10. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Oakland for the start of the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield.
39. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
And he'll get it up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end left.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass.
Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Allen Bailey coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the right hash, this from 53. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Here's the punter, McAfee, to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physically. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Here we go. 3-19.
Defense showing blitz. On second down, Jamal Charles. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On third down, Osweiler. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
It's caught. Cameron, left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
False start, offense.
And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They go play action now. Osweiler. He's got time. Still back there. They got a man. It's Woods. yards. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, DBs that are worth their salt consider themselves good at man-to-man coverage, but the crossing routes, that is
painful.
Tough because you're going from one side of the field to the other. It's a lot of ground to cover, and you're always worried they're going to give you that one juke move and change the route and go upfield on you. So you're a little hesitant, but the hard part is if you're hesitant at all, they gain a step, and they're moving away from you when they catch the ball.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. 10th carry now for Jamal Charles. And he's got some space here. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Denver.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They come up in an offset eye. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, Osweiler. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And the lead will shrink to 6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. on 2nd and 10 now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Three down. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough. Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here we go now.
The pitch to Henry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come up in an offset eye. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jay Howard in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot, right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Here's the punter McAfee to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. First and 10, it's Osweiler. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one.
Formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. They're trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure.
He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second and 10 now, Osweiler. But he's got Jamal Charles. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So the offense has it first and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And Cameron has it over the middle. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Osweiler will throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. It's caught. Cameron, left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On first down, Osweiler. That's complete right around the 8. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing again, Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. To throw again is Osweiler. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Bullock will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, but remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
They go play action here on first down, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Give to Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Check. Set. Green 39. Check. Green 39. Check. 53. Right. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Pat McAfee now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Edelman set to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One last shot for Oswald. Just taken in. It's complete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Raiders, the win for them is number 6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And against the Kansas City Chiefs. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
wanna live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need the R&R to regular life. I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May your pain only be. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey. So what you wanna do? So what you wanna do? I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Come by, bring a rack. New grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map, you don't need a nap, you don't need jack. Okay. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks and good. Join me, one thing, good vibes only. I just tapped.
it down.